Hello guys, Vengeance are here. Kind of my signature thing. I always like to start my video off with doing my farms. Um, so I'm gonna talk a little bit, and then I have a plan today. Request from DJ over in the UK for more fishing videos, and I've been meaning to get around to doing this anyway. So we're gonna do it today. We're coming off of the Magnus update. Um, So there's another 110 quests that you can do over here for the Magnus. I still have to go through the Odalita and then the Mountain of Eternal Winter before I can do those. Some of them are locked behind those main quests, so I will do that off camera. That is probably my first priority, I will say, because that'll unlock fast travel, that'll unlock some other stuff. So that is going to be my main focus, but I want to kind of give you a game plan while I do my farms here, and then I'll head over and we'll get on our ship, and we're going to do some hotspot fishing. Alright, so I got 4. I don't need to do that. So, I tried grinding Elvia Calphion. I really did. I'm over the threshold, according to the map. 277 AP, 348 DP. And then I also upped my evasion by using the combination evasion artifacts and DR artifacts. So I've got like 970, 980 evasion now on this guy. So it made it easier, but it's still not as easy as I would like, right? So I'm gonna have to put the Pen Goddard Aid weapon on hold for a second, and I'm gonna have to switch over to doing some other things to prep for grinding Elvia Calphion. So the game plan moving forward on character progression is gonna be a little bit differently than what I had planned on it being. Okay. Let me jump to Velia real quick, and I will finish what I was saying. So I'm going to put Elvia Calphion on hold, so the Pen Goddard weapon is going to have to hold for a bit. But I am going to switch over to, I'm going to do all the main quests, run through these 53 quests, run through those 14. Ataraxian, I don't know if I'll do those. If they're a requirement for the winter one, I will. But I want to get all the way through the Magnus quest, so I've got like 400 quests I got to run. 400 or 500 quests. So I'm going to do all those on my own time, play through it. Then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go back to HP potion grinding. I grinded Kadri for a while, and I actually am now at 20 Blood Wolf Oaths. So I have not... I never got the Ash. So I'm going to keep grinding Blood Wolves now that the event is over. They ended the event where you can get them in the Kadri. They were running those for a little bit. So I'm going to go back to grinding Blood Wolves after I get the main quest done. Until I either get the potion piece or enough pity pieces that I can move on. But I'm going to grind the infinite HP potion. And hopefully that makes up for the HP that I lose in Elvia Calphion, because the archers over there at the Sonals, they hit me for 300 each. That's quite a bit. My fairy has Miraculous Cheer 3, so that should make up for that 300. And then there's one other mob over there that hits me for, I don't know, a few hundred. But when you put them all together, my HP just drains, and I have to end up working really, really hard not to die over there. So with the added evasion and then the potion pieces, I think what will happen is that'll get me to a point where I can actually grind there. We're going to combine this up, and I need to get rid of this row of stuff out of my inventory. And then I got a few things down here I need to get rid of. So we're good on weight. We're going to ride over to here and get the ship. Got to get the Windy Long Dong out. That joke never fails to amuse me. But so that is the plan, is to grind the HP potion, and that's going to passively get me Kaffir Stones, XP, and silver. And what I'm going to do with the silver, the other half of my new plan, besides the HP potion grinding, is going to be, it's going to be, let's repair this. Take this out and buy supplies. Cool, let's manage sailors. They're not in great condition, but I don't have my items with me. Do I have them in here? Or did I get rid of them? It'll be fun. I always use that icon to port to my ship. Now, I'm going to have my ship roll up here by itself. And I have to look up where video hot spot fishing map. Where is the link? Okay, that's what I wanted. Fishing hotspots. I don't care about villas. I don't care about nodes. Well, I do care about nodes because I need to see the islands. So we're going to go to different fishing hotspots. So I had the map up. And then I'm just going to let my ship roll around. And when I see a hotspot, I'm going to stop and fish. But for the second, I'm going to finish my thought while this rolls a little bit. So the main quest should get me some rewards and stuff, and it'll get my character advanced to where it needs to be. And then the grinding for the HP potion obviously will get me the HP potion, and I'll be able to instantly recover health every 4 seconds with my fairy without having to heal as much. And so that should equate that damage that I take over at Elvia Calpheon. And then I can continue on my quest of farming the materials I need for Pengotter staff. So that'll get me there. And like I said, the Kaffirs will be a passive thing, and the XP will be a passive thing. So I will have all of those missions that I have set for myself, those goals. I will be working towards them all at the same time. So the other thing that I need to do, and this is just going to be a passive thing as well, so mostly it's going to be doing the main quest and then grinding for the HP potions, but as I get silver, I'm going to buy a Vel's Heart. That will push me to 280 AP passively without having to use it. It gives you 3 AP. The Vel's Heart. $3 AP. They're 14 to 16 billion, depending on what you do with it. But if you're just wearing it, you get the plus 3 AP. Currently, I'm 277 when I have all my accessories and gear on. So there is that. But that's what I'm going to do. I'll get that. That'll push me to 281. And I can't remember if... Let me see where the AP brackets are. Video AP brackets. So the AP bracket, I will be 1 shy of the next bracket. So what I will do is get that to 280, and then I will probably buy enough stones to upgrade this to Parai, and that will push me to the next. I'll be at like 281 or 282. That'll push me to the next AP bracket, and I should be able to grind sonals, Elvia Calphion sonals then. And then as I add more Kaffir stones to my helmet and my dim tree, I'm going to get dim tree to C10 so I can go with Fallen God, and then we'll go from there. Now, the last thing that I have to touch on is doing the main quest isn't just for completion's sake, it's to get to the Magnus. I want to get through the Magnus and do all those, because at the end of it, you get another skill, but you also get a pen item. I'm going to trade that out for the Pen Griffin's Helm. I'll pull all of my Kaffirs out of that. I'll probably lose some, but I'll pull them all out of there, and then I will have my own with my own name on it, and then I'll sell this one and pile my Kaffirs in. I won't be able to sell the new one that I get, but after I change it over to a Labrusca, it will have it'll be able to be sold if I need to. But that will mean that my name is on all my gear, minus my gloves, because they're glitched out. I did buy the gloves, but they didn't have a name on them when I bought them, so I don't know what I will do with that. Maybe I could buy a Tet and just do the Pen armor quest from Jatina and do it that way. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that in the future, but for now I ain't gonna worry about it. I just want to get this gone, and that'll actually make me 11 billion back. So there is that. Now let's go look for a hotspot. Where am I at on the map? Right in here. There's supposed to be hotspots right in here, but there's also supposed to be quite a bit up here. So we're gonna go this way, and I'm just gonna sail around and look for a hotspot. How long have I been recording for? 12 minutes. If I don't see a hotspot up here, what I'll do is I will cut to a point where I have found a hotspot. I like taking my ship out. There's one. Okay, so with Guru fishing, you actually see hotspots a lot easier, or more frequently, I guess you could say. It's hard to see with the lighting right now, but it's right there. So this is hotspot fishing is a little bit different than if you're doing the quest. Fishing actually makes you a ton of money now, because you can do every other day. You can do this quest for where's it at? Fish for villagers. This one. It gives you a bunch of CP, but you got to get a grunt, a tuna, a black porgy, and a spotted sea bass. Do each one. Let me track it. I'm pretty sure I already gave the tuna over, but you got to do those 4, right? That will actually get you. My fishing rod is a little worse for wear. That will get you a triple float fishing rod, because once you do that quest, then you turn it in, you go get the second part of it, and you go talk to them, and you get a bunch of triple floats out of it. You'll get 3 of them. I think it's 3. Or maybe it's just 1. I can't remember if they changed it. But you do that, and you can do it every other day, or every 3 days. Every 3 days. So it gives you 3 triple floats, and you can do it every 3 days. That's what it is. So you can get 1 triple float a day if you do this quest diligently. But you're searching for certain fish. You gotta have 4 different kinds. But the hotspot fishing to make silver is different. You're just reeling in, hey, and this is actually spotted sea bass, so I will keep one of these and turn it in. So that will actually get that quest closer to being done. I'm not going to complete the quest, I'm just out here fishing. So what we're looking for with this hotspot fishing is, they've doubled the price of these. So instead of being 100-something thousand a piece, now they're 282,600 silver. And you're going to get a distance bonus because you're fishing out in the middle of nowhere. And if you take, and the way to get the most profit is to fish like way up here somewhere, and then travel all the way to Valencia over here, come down here to the sharing, get the trade buff, which you got to be at least master 2 trading to do that, I think. Or is it artisan? I think it's artisan 2 now. Yeah, it's artisan now. So, and you got to do a quest line. I think I made a video on that before. But you go down there, get that buff, which doubles, or I think it's either 50 or 100% on the trading. It's been a little bit since I did it. And then you turn in your fish in Valencia at one of the trade people here. So probably this guy here, the little wagon wheel guy there. And then you do the bargain bonus. So you will end up making huge amounts of silver from doing it. So what you want to do is you want to fill your inventory. Come out here, hotspot fish. So you find one of these hotspots. So you end up getting goldfish every single time. It's 282. You're going to get a distance bonus if you're at least artisan 2 trading. You can get that buff after doing the quest. The higher trading, the more you're going to get from bargain profits. But as long as you're at least artisan 2, this will work. And so you just want to sit here at these hotspots and fill your inventory. The reason the hotspots are so good is because they guarantee you catch the same fish every time, which is a golden fish. The other part is you can make a really big amount of silver if you catch the rare fish. Or the prize catch. Sorry, not the rare. The prize catch. And then turn it in. But your profits come from having a higher trading and bargaining for extra profits. I fished overnight the other night, and I caught 2 prize catches. I caught the lesser one, which used to be 8 million silver. They bumped it. They doubled it up to 16 million silver. And then I caught the big one, which used to be 16, and they bumped it up. They doubled it to 32. So I ended up, when I bargained, and I didn't travel distance. I was fishing overnight in Heidel, and I just went to the trade manager there in Heidel. And I did the bargaining game, and when I bargained, the one that was worth 32 million, I forget the name of it, I actually made 43 million silver off of it, and the other one that was worth 16 million, I actually made 23 million silver off of it. Plus I had all my other gold fish. I don't keep the blue or yellow ones or white fish. I toss everything else. I only keep the yellow and the prize catch. So if you're artisan 1, you can filter out everything except for yellow and prize catches. But that's what I do, and it made me like close to 80 million. I think it was like 78, and that was just from AFK fishing. The other thing I've noticed with the fishing update that they did a while back, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, I'm getting a ton of relic shards now overnight. Again, anywhere from 10 to 20 depending on how long I leave it. But I had sold all of my relic shards not too long ago, and now I'm already back to 1373, which I may sell these and just buy what I need, or I may run these for the memory fragments. I haven't decided yet, but I've got 1 billion here, and moving on the Velsheart, I need, looks like to be 16 billion to buy it, which is our next big purchase before I do anything else. So I'm saving for it. So I need 15 billion. I may end up just fishing and fishing and fishing and selling the relic shards, because I'm not going to be enchanting anytime soon on the God-eyed weapon, the staff, and I won't need memory fragments until I do that. So okay, so this doesn't really make sense to me. They got a drop rate event and XP boost event going on, and I just saw that. I thought that that was only, the hot time was only on season. So maybe they're doing an overall event. I didn't see that in the patch notes. But I won't be doing any enhancing anytime soon, so the memory fragments are not going to be very important to me. Maybe I'll sell them off and just passively collect the memory fragments until I do the enhancing. But by the time I get the HP potion grinded and all the main quests done, I mean that's a ton of content. It's going to take me a while to get that done before I start grinding Elvia Calpheon. We're actually getting pretty good rates here out in the middle of the ocean. Nobody's really out here, so the abundant, we get pretty quick fishing time. Now the other thing I forgot to mention, if you want to speed it up a little bit, and I made a video on this before, you want either a penguin or a polar bear to get this auto fishing time reduction. You need them tier 4. I think it's 25% in tier 4. I'd have to look that up. Video, polar bear, fishing. Let's see if I can find the tiers real quick. Fishing level 5 gives 5% reduction. Levels 1 through 4 do not give anything. Okay, so this guy made a post a bunch of years ago, so we're going to go over this. So what they're talking about is fishing level 5 here. This gives 5 reduced fishing time, 50%. They've reworked that since he made this post. Which is why my auto fishing time overnight is so profitable. So at level 5 fishing, if you have a guild that boosts it, or armor like mine, mine's tier 2 here, which I need to up these to get more fishing mastery. But so you get 50% reduction there. Tier 4 level 10 pet gives 30% reduction. And then my Balanos rod gives 25% auto fishing time. And then this guy says Arahaza meal gives a final 5%. Their other food. So supposedly the most reduction you can get is 65%. That's bull. So you're getting 50% reduction because I think base auto. What is the base auto fishing time? I forget. Anyway, the pet gives you 30%. Tier level 5 gives 50%. So you're getting 50% off this. I don't know if they are additive. So instead of, I would get 80% reduction plus another 25. I don't think so. I think it's collective. So I don't know which one applies first. However, our hotspot is up. So we're going to have to go over there to that one. I see another hotspot over there. Let me fly over there real quick. Anyway, the hotspot fishing is great if you're just looking for active fishing money. If that's how you, if fishing is your main life skill, you do. This is how you want to make your fishing money. And then you want to get your auto fishing time down over so you can auto fish overnight, because the auto fishing doesn't it doesn't pertain to how fast you get a bite. It's how fast your character automatically reels it in. So if you're AFK fishing, so if I don't touch anything and do the fishing mini game, it's how fast he'll reel it in and recast. I always forget to turn my chat off. People say some pretty messed up things in world chat. But anyway, yeah, that's how you do it. You want to get level 5 fishing. You want to get a Balanos rod, gives you 25% reduction. You want it at 10 so you get max durability. And then you also want your tier 4 pet of choice that has auto fishing reduction, which is 30%. So you get quite a bit. and it doesn't show here. I like the polar bear because he also gives me plus 50 weight. But that is how I do my overnight fishing. I'll do that. And the other thing that you can do is the Airhaza meals. But there is one more thing. Where is the item at? These discarded glass bottles you pick up, you can trade 5 of them for a Krios sturdy fishing chair. They have 100 durability, and they reduce the auto fishing time. I think it's like by 5% or something. So it's a little bit more you can get out of it. Doesn't matter if you're active fishing like this, though. It only pertains to your character automatically recasting and reeling in the fish. So for like here on our little fishing trip, it doesn't pertain, but it's just something I thought I'd talk about. Fishing is actually one of my favorite life skills. I used to love doing the training. That's why it's Master 2. I used to love doing training. However, I ran into a problem of when I left my horse AFK running on autopath back and forth through Heidel, it would just disconnect, and I would just find my horse either standing still or I'd be stuck in a wall or something. So I got to where I couldn't, or the game would just shut itself off and be gone whenever I came back. So I got to where I couldn't leave it, so I just started AFK fishing every time instead of horse training. Plus I got my Doom horse, so it didn't really matter as much. But fishing is definitely one of my favorite. I like all the life skills. Gathering is probably the most tedious for me. I hate going into gathering. It's very profitable, but I cannot sit still for that long. I'm a little ADHD. That's why I switch subjects sometimes whenever I'm talking. Cool. But hunting, I cannot stand. If you didn't notice, that's why it's only professional, and all my other ones are higher. Sailing, I haven't grinded the Sailies. Sailing daily quest to upgrade that. Barter is kind of just, whatever. But farming is another one that I think is underrated. I really like the farming since they reworked the milk and cheese max price on the marketplace. It's very, very profitable. That's why I'm doing the farms. Plus, they have reworked it to where you get the leaves, the plush leaves, blush leaves, whatever they are. While doing that, so you can get tons of contribution from that or extra materials. I went ahead and leveled my trading so I could get passively leveled my trading through fishing so that I could get extra profit. But and of course I've done processing quite a bit. Alchemy, I wanted to level to Guru, but that's taken a long time to level, and I've run out of materials, so I'm going to have to go do a bunch of gathering before I can finish doing that. But in terms of effort for profit, trading and fishing. If you do a ton of fishing, trading will passively level itself up, and as you get higher levels in trading, you will earn more profit from fishing. And even if you don't want to sit and actively fish like this, you can AFK fish and still get decent profit, especially if you set up in, say, Grana. There's a little spot down here. I usually set up right around in here and fish out of here. If you do that, and then you can transport it all the way to Valencia and do the same thing. Hit this sharing right here, get the buff, and then trade. You don't have to have the nodes connected for fishing, which is why it is so profitable compared to just the trading like you do for trade crates. There we go, another black porky. So I got black porty. I already turned in tuna, and I got spotted sea bass. So I'll actually turn both of these in before I sell off what I get. And the last one I need is grunt. So we're kind of passively leveling, getting that quest done. Of course, grunts are easy to get. You can get them off the coast of Velia. It's just the tunas that are hard, and I've actually ran into and managed to get tuna. So that makes it a lot easier. But nice and quiet out on the sea. We don't have all the other player clutter or just the game background in general. But it's always very calming coming out here. Now let me see if I can drag this over here and swap over to it. This is what I use for. I go to somethinglovely.net/BDO and I turn on fishing hotspots right here, and it shows all the hotspots, all the fishing spots, and if you hover over them, you can see what kind of fish they are. Just all kinds. Got another black porgy on my other screen. But yeah, this is what I use, and it'll show the nodes too, but if it's a little laggy, you can turn those off. If you're into whales, you can also turn on the whale hunting, and it shows everything, the whole map and everything, all the nodes. But I mostly just use it for fishing hotspots, and eventually, you know, you'll memorize where they're all at. But we're kind of like up in here right now. Back over here to Black Desert. Actually, we're a little further to the east than that. But this hotspot's lasted forever. I wish they'd do the event where you catch the event fish that were worth 500,000 silver from hotspots. I made so much money during that event. I just would go from hotspot to hotspot and just fish and fish and fish all day long. But I'll finish this up and then head back just to kind of show off how much profit you can get even just going to Velia. I'm not going to travel all the way to Valencia for it. I won't get as big a distance bonus, and I won't get the trade buff, but I will still turn them in. So I will cut. I'm going to finish fishing here at this hotspot, and then I'll jump back to when I'm back in Velia. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, I'm back in Velia. I'm going to drop these two fish off at Eileen, and then we'll go to Bahar and see how much money we made in like 20 minutes. It might have been, yeah, it might have been 20 minutes. This video is about 34 minutes long. We did farms and traveled quite a bit.
Hello,
Chat,
adventurer.
give her the spotted sea bass.
Buy a potion. I have potions for sale.
The only one I'm not going to have is the grunt for Igor. And that's fine. I'll do that some other time. Or we go over here and give this guy a fish.
I'm a merchant. I bargain even in my dreams.
Cool. We've done everything except for the grunt, and I will catch one of those on my own time. So here's what we got. We got 8 and 4. So we got 15. Yeah, 3, 6, 8, 12, 15. So we got 15 fish.
Market price is
We're gonna trade. We'll play his little bargaining game here. By the way, on traders, I get 4 times instead of 3 times because I have favor with him. I did the little conversation thing. I usually always do boldly and then calmly until it goes. Okay. So instead of being 282 apiece, we're at 443,000 apiece. take that for what you will, but that's 20 minutes. We're going to go from 102. So I made like 6.5 million. And, you know, it was a nice little fishing trip. So there's that. In the future, I think what I'll do is I'll try to upgrade these from Duo on up to Tet. That'll help with the fishing mastery. But in case you're curious, I didn't really, these don't increase mastery. I didn't show it earlier, but I'm at 1220 fishing mastery with Guru, and that gives me a 3% chance to catch the orange fish, or whatever you want to call them, the prize catches. Anything over 1200 you can do harpoon, which I haven't done harpoon fishing. Maybe I'll try that. But that 3% procs a lot in Heidel. I get so many ancient relic crystal shards. I'm telling you, 10 to 20 a night. And that's where the money is. Because if you catch a prize catch fish, you know, you can get, like I said, the most I've had is about 80 million silver overnight. But then you got to factor in you're getting 10 to 20 million from these. You know, so that's another 1.3 billion. Probably another billion just from AFK fishing overnight over the course of maybe a month. But that's what I got. There's a good fishing video. I know it's a little long, but I wanted to go over my plan, and I'm going to be playing off cam. And once I get some of these main quests knocked out, I'll give another update video and move forward from there. And if I can think of anything else, I really, really liked the how the Succession Wizard plays now with the up close gameplay. And then if I'm getting rid of the dagger stab after doing the Magnus and I get another fire skill, that's just going to make it even better. So if I think of any more other guides or anything, I'll post them. But look for an update video here in, I don't know, a few days, maybe Monday, or maybe before that. Depends on when I get to recording. I've got some stuff I got to do away from the computer, so there's that. But as always, have a good rest of your day, and you know, sub, like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and yeah, that's it. So until next time, see you.